Hello.
Hello. So how's the
Uh,
video?
I like the videos. They're really informative. So the first video, well, here I took notes. It was about the fermentation and the microorganisms for soil. Search with it. The second one was the issues with market prices, fresh food, using social media to help push product. And people like to online order because it was directly from the farmer, so it was more fresh. And then the third video was the struggles with applying the research. Like the research was good and the knowledge is correct. It was just hard to apply it to the actual growing of the crops, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I was just making sure I understood it.
Actually, you have just mentioned before that you think China's agriculture is really using high technology. But I want to know whether the abstract impression will be more specific.
Very vivid. It explained a lot for me personally, at least like being able to see and what she was talking about and how they're trying to push for a more economically friendly way to produce product but still keep it profitable for the farmers, the ones who are doing all the work. And it's as far as like American versus Chinese agriculture, you guys are way more like we still use a lot of pesticides and a lot of they don't let the ground rest, so a lot of our food doesn't have a lot of nutrients. So using the microorganisms to help boost oxygen production and stuff, it's really cool. It's really awesome to see that technology, and I would hopefully like to see that implemented into American agriculture as well.
Yeah, we hope so. How is this different from your idea of how farmers sell their products?
Well, it's different, but in a good way, because at least nowadays, at least in American media and American culture, a lot of restaurants, they post videos of online, like on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and a lot of people will see the videos and then they'll actually make trips out to the restaurant, or people who live locally, if the video gets big enough, it'll help a lot of local customers come in too because they didn't even know the place was there. So it's really cool to see that for agriculture, because I could see how it could be definitely an issue to sell a lot of product when you're a farmer and you don't have social media to help push your stuff out there, because then it's a limited audience versus a larger audience. Yeah, and it's a very good idea, especially for farmers who do a lot of hard work. I think it's fair and it's a good idea that they're able to present the products that they put their love and care into. And as a consumer, as long as I know that the product I'm receiving was made with love and care, I'm going to be happy. They put in a lot of good hard work and it should be appreciated.
Yeah.
I know I eat every day and I have to thank the farmers for that.
So maybe you have noticed the example in our video. She's a PhD, and after watching her story, can you notice the reason why she went back to rural countryside?
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I mean, it kind of goes back to what they were talking about in the video of the problems that the new farmers are having and the problems that the old farmers are having. The new farmers are having trouble with experience, while the older farmers are having trouble with the modernity of the new climate that's being approached in. So if they work together, they could get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Precisely.
Like, let's just say for farming, for example, you can be a new farmer and you can have all the knowledge and you can produce good things, but a rural farmer who has been there for longer will always have more experience in that area, so they'll have more knowledge to give into why some things maybe like she was talking about in the video. She didn't know that getting rid of the topsoil limited the growth of the rice, but when you had the old farmers came in and helped, and then the ducks help also manage the rice as well. So it's the experiences the old farmer gave helped with the new techniques, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right?
Yeah. So after watching her story, what do you think all the things he did? Like the way she farms, like the way she sells, and her choice to go back. What does it mean for agriculture in China?
I think it's very generational. It's almost like a breakthrough from the old to the new because she wants to make everything more sustainable, better for the environment, which in turn is better for every one of us. So I think it's very inspirational for sure for her to go back to her roots and try to get, not try to, but like help everybody understand that this could be the new way to do it so that we all can prosper. And I feel like that should be the goal of most people.
Yeah.
And so it's very inspirational to see her do that, especially as a woman. It's very inspirational for her to be doing that.
Yeah, it can be more difficult for a woman to go to the
Exactly.
countryside.
I mean, putting yourself out there in general, that already puts, people's crosshairs on you, to belittle you or anything else, like defame, discredit the actual person that she is, and for her to continue to be strong and smart and be actually out there. It's very inspirational to see her doing that, and it makes me hopeful for the future.
After watching this, what make you think Chinese agriculture is really changing and is really moderate?
Well, again, for me personally, like coming from an agricultural background in the U.S., our agricultural methods are not very economically friendly or efficient. And especially like again the whole micro organism thing, it's really cool because discovering what kind of algae like produces oxygen. There's good bacteria and bad bacteria, at least like in our bodies. Your probiotic health is super important for your gut, like making sure you eat good like yogurts and stuff with good bacteria that help your body run better. It makes sense, the soil is a giant living thing as well. There's lots of organisms and stuff in there. It's really cool to see the transferring of what we have prior knowledge to something else that, at least in America, we've never really looked into. Like a lot of American farmers, I don't think many of them have looked into microorganisms for soil moderation and, keeping the ground clean. We use lots of chemicals, pesticides, and that's not good for long term. Even if you wash them away, like you're supposed to wash your veggies in the US, or I guess most places, but even if you wash them, a lot of the trace chemicals are still there. So it's very modern and very awesome to see. And that's what's really awesome to see in the videos. You can tell she's very particular about which things she's growing, how the rice and the ducks support each other because it's more friendly for the environment. And then the crayfish, they are all at the bottom. It's because she does like the different layers, right?
Yeah.
But like the different types of growing, and they all benefit each other, which is really good.
If a friend asks you, why should I watch this video? What would you say in one sentence?
You should watch this video because it makes me hopeful for the future.
Oh.
And if you are hopeful for the future, you should watch it too.
Oh my god, that's a really high comment.
It's very inspiring to see what they're coming up with. I mean, it's very new. I've never heard of them using microbiology to help regulate agriculture. It's really cool to see. And I feel like as a society, if we implement that moving forward, it would be beneficial for everybody.